Hello, it's Justin Woodall, your trusted Athens real estate advisor. Today I want to talk to you about how to evaluate multiple offers. As this market continues to get hotter and hotter and crazier, we're seeing more multiple offers. And part of that depends on your marketing strategy and where it's priced at and things like that, but we're beginning to see more multiple offers. So if you're a seller and you find yourself in a multiple offer situation, I'm going to give you 4 variables today. There's a lot of variables. I'm kind of breaking them down into 4 that you want to explore and consider and evaluate before making a decision on the offer that you accept. So the first variable obviously is the price. The higher the price, the better. In most cases, but not always. You've got to relate that with these other variables that I'm going to share with you. So the next variable would be the contingencies. And when I say contingencies, I mean things like the due diligence period, the inspection period. How long is it? Is it a couple of days, or is it 2 weeks? Or is it 0? Is the buyer saying, hey, I'll buy it as is. I don't even need an inspection, because that's a lot different than somebody that wants to inspect for 2 weeks and then you find out on day 13 that they're going to back out and get a full refund of their earnest money. So the contingencies being due diligence, but not only due diligence, you also want to look at appraisal contingency, financing contingency. Is their offer cash with no financing contingency, or is it contingent on them being approved for an FHA loan or a VA loan or even conventional? And are they putting 3% down, or are they putting 50% down, if they are financing? Because all of those things make a difference. And then also, is it subject to an appraisal? Are they saying, hey, if it doesn't appraise, then I want the right to renegotiate or walk away? Or are they saying, I don't care if it appraises or not, I'm buying it anyway? Or what's the situation on the appraisal? And then, as crazy as it sounds, there are some people making offers with a home sale contingency even in this market. So they may offer you the best price, but it's subject to them selling their house, and their house may sell quickly, it may not sell quickly. We don't know where they're going to price it. Maybe they price it too high and it doesn't sell. So, because every home is still not selling in this market, even as hot as it is. If you price it too high, it's going to sit. And so, do you want to take a chance on them selling their house versus another offer that's almost as much, but clean, cash, quick closing? So those are those are some of the variables. So you want to look at price, you want to look at contingencies. The closing date is another variable. So when are they closing? Are they giving you time to move out? We've seen some buyers get creative and say, look, we'll close and we'll give you 2 weeks after closing to move. Are they offering that? And if they are, how important is that to you? How much does that convenience factor mean to you if you're able to stay in the house after closing, or if you're able to close on the preferred date that you have? Or maybe you have a buyer that makes an offer but needs to close in 2 weeks, but they're the highest price, but they need to close in 2 weeks, and really you don't need to be in your next place. You can't be in your next place for a month. So that 2 weeks of dead time, what's that worth to you? Is it worth selling for a little bit more? Or would you rather say, hey, I'd rather close when I need to close, even if it means sacrificing a little bit of money? So all those factors weigh in. And the last variable, the 4th variable I'll speak to you about, is earnest money. How much earnest money are they putting down, and when does it become non-refundable? Because if there's contingencies, that earnest money is refundable during those contingencies. So it doesn't matter if it's $1,000, if it's $100,000, if it's refundable, it's refundable. So when does that earnest money become non-refundable, and then how much is it? Again, if it's $1,000, I saw a contract recently that had $100 on it. So it's a lot easier to walk away from $100, even if there's no contingencies. And they walk away from $100. Well, you got $100. Is that worth your trouble versus somebody that's maybe putting down $10,000 earnest money? So you can't look only at price. You got to look at all these variables. You got to weigh them into your unique situation and figure out what meets your needs and what's going to be the best offer for you, and which one's going to have the highest odds of closing at the actual price that they offered you. Because we also see a strategy sometimes where buyers offer a high price, then they come back and they want to negotiate down after the home inspection, or negotiate down after the appraisal, or things like that. So as your trusted advisors, as your agents, we're able to go through, show you the pros and cons of each offer, and help you make an educated decision and choose the best offer, not just the one with the highest price. Although it may be the one with the highest price, and that's the best case scenario. But we want you to factor everything in so that you choose the right offer. So if this video has been helpful, and I hope it has, be sure to check out more like this on our YouTube channel, and be sure to click subscribe.